Hey guys, this is Robert with Occupancy Boost. I want to do a quick video for you guys today. It's going to save you a tremendous amount of time. A lot of you probably aren't aware of this, but when a customer emails you a question about your hotel, you can actually set up automatic templates in Booking.com to get back to that customer with an answer immediately on what they're asking without taking the time out of your day, or your desk clerks or your front desk manager taking the time out of their day in order to have to get back to that customer. So really, in essence, what you're doing is you're using artificial intelligence to get back to a customer in a professional manner about your policies. And you can only do this in Booking.com. It's a great tool. It's very easy to set up, but I'm going to show you how right here. Okay, so quickly, I'm in Booking.com on the extranet, and automatic replies are set up. If you click on here on the property tab and you go down to messaging preferences, it's going to bring you to this page right here, messaging preferences. And first of all, I think one thing, important thing to point out is these general settings, you need to determine at your property when you want to get emailed. I recommend that you get emailed every time a guest sends a message. Even though I'm going to show you guys how to set up automatic replies, I recommend that you get an email every time somebody sends a message, anytime somebody sends a request, and you can actually set up daily reminders. All that information's in here on the general settings portion of this messaging preferences tab. So automatic replies, they can be set up for not everything. Obviously, I mean, some of the things you're going to have to set up you're going to have to reply to a guest because the questions are going to be, there's too much detail involved. But what Booking.com does is they use artificial intelligence basically to figure out the most commonly asked questions about your property. So if somebody does email a question about these items down here, you can set it up, and I'm going to show you quickly how to set up so it automatically sends an email from your property that looks like somebody at your property just emailed them back very professionally on an answer to their question. And a lot of the commonly asked questions that people ask revolve around check-in times. Can I check in early? Can I, et cetera, et cetera. A lot of questions about checkout. What's your checkout time? Can I check out late? Those things you can set up automatic replies for. Since they're commonly asked questions, I think it's a good idea for a property to set up an automatic reply. That way you don't have to spend all day going in and out and answering the same question over and over and over again, depending on what your policies are. Parking, a lot of people ask about parking. The next one's probably the most commonly asked question is about bed preference, and then smoking or non-smoking. Some of the smaller hotels have both smoking and non-smoking rooms. So you can really answer, questions about your smoking policy by setting up a template here when somebody emails you. And quickly, if you want to learn more about messaging templates beyond this video, if you click on this button down here that's Help Center, it's going to take you directly to automatic replies and exactly how they work, so on and so forth. So I recommend before you do anything is you read this by clicking on this section right here, the Help Center. Okay, so those are the automatic replies. Your property may look different than this. I'm just showing you an example of one property. Once you take a look at this, you're going to go in and you're going to set up automatic replies for all of these. You go to your messaging templates, okay? And you simply click on this button here that says create a new template. And I've got a template opened up here. And this one happens to be for bed type. A lot of people may book a room at your hotel and decide that they want to get 2 beds. They may want to get the bed type changed at the hotel. They may want to move from a suite down to king, so on and so forth. I know with the business volumes at a hotel fluctuating so much, a hotel may not be able to email the guests back or over the phone be able to give them specifically what bed type they can give. So I recommend actually, for hotels to deal with that when the customer shows up. If they booked a room under a specific bed type, unless you got a lot of rooms available, I recommend having the guest arrive at your hotel and changing the bed type when they're in front of you. And that's what a lot of the hotels that I work with do. And as you can see here, I've written a little bit of a paragraph for a hotel that we're working with. You can read through this, but one thing I want to point out here is when you're typing this up, you can actually insert different things for that guest to make it more personal. So if I press here, I got the word dear at the top. And if I click on this button, guest first name, guest last name, guest full name, we'll click on full name. It inserts the words full name there. Now, anytime a guest emails you and your template is set up, if they email you about bed type and your template's automatically set up for to give them a reply, it's going to use their name. It's going to pull their name from the reservation, and it's going to use their name in the email. So I love how this is done. It's very professional. It looks like the hotel actually sat down the second they sent this email out and replied back to them in a very professional manner. You can also, if you look at all the tabs on here, you can set up your property name. So I'm going to click on here. It says dear, and then it's going to use the guest name. Thank you for choosing. And if I click on property name, it's going to insert your hotel's name there for the guest while they're when they get this back. And there's a lot of different things here you can click on. You can put their price in there. You can put their check-in date, checkout date if you want to get specific. I didn't get too specific in my templates. I basically want it to look professional, sweet, and to the point. And what this does for you, again, this is going to get back to the guest in a very timely manner, so you're not interrupting your front desk people or your manager at your hotel, and it's going to give them an answer to the policy of your hotel. So if you don't mind giving a standard answer to everybody in a very professional manner when they're asking you the same question over and over and over again through email, I highly recommend setting up this template. Okay, that's all for now. If you like this video, please feel free to click on the like button. And I've got other videos I'm going to be putting out. I put them out usually a couple a month. Hit subscribe, and every time that I upload a new video, you'll get a notification. Thank you.